saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in. Yes, I want to be in that number. Yes, when the saints go marching in. Yes, Joe Marini.
Madison Hills, all the parents that let your kids go on this trip with us, I just want you all to know that you all raised some amazing kids. To see them in the environment that they were in and persevere through the heat, the humidity, and still come out with God on their mind, it was a beautiful thing to see. I'm proud of each and every one of them.
NOLA was a great trip, and I'm going to sum it up in numbers. So we came back with 3 kids wanting to be baptized, and or at least talk about it, and I think it's up to 4. We had 2 get baptized while we were there. It was one amazing and blessed trip to watch the youth of Madison County really engage and grow and learn spiritually. It was amazing to be in the community and see how they work together after having such a devastation of Hurricane Katrina. And I felt blessed to talk to the people in the community and hear their stories, and it was very humbling.
Probably throughout our group, like the projects we were doing, like the one I was doing, it was near one of the parks, and our group, and each different group was helping in a different way, and I feel like God was moving us through doing those projects and helping the homeless.
Just all throughout the trip, whenever we did something and you see other people's faces just brighten up, it just made you feel really good.
The moment changed the way I viewed the world was when we went to give out food, because I saw that I got to help a lot of people there and I got to give them food.
The best part of the mission trip was going to help others and pass out food. That's it. That's all I had to say.
When I seen God moving throughout the week, it was helping me find my way to God. This has made my decision of choosing the baptism and everything, because He has helped me find Him more than where I was when I went. The difference between of going out there and me coming back is I know what I'm doing with my life now, and I know where I want to go.
So this was a really great trip for me, in my opinion, just from seeing the different culture, going down from what I'm used to here, going down to seeing all the different culture and different, like everything that's down there. It was just great, and I thought it was fun. So.
And a memory that stuck out most to me, probably most, was when we had the cookout on Thursday for 4th of July. And there wasn't a huge turnout, but there was this one family who came, and they had 2 little girls. One of their names was Maya. And she did not know me. I did nothing to, draw her attention to me. She didn't do anything. She just runs up to me with a cat painted on her face, and she tells me to look at her, and then I immediately go get mine to match her, and then for like a good portion of the night, we hung out and we passed ball with each other, and it was just a very, very memorable moment.
I think I've always viewed the world in a good way. I mean, I will say when I went down there, like in New Orleans, I didn't realize everybody was like, there were some people living like in parks, and there were some people just living on the streets. Some people even lost, like I talked to this one lady, and she lost her apartment, and then I had to we prayed for her, gave her some food.
One thing I really enjoyed about the Madison Hills Christian Church mission trip was definitely going around passing out food to people and showing them the love that they need, the care that they need, and really just seeing the smiles on their face after just giving them whatever they needed.
I think the memory that sticks with me the most is giving food to people who lived in downtown New Orleans, and we got to give them food and we prayed for them, and I'll probably never forget that because it was just so different. I've never done that before, so that'll stick with me for a while.
Probably when we had the cookout and we got to see the families, and I got to face paint little kids, and they were really happy about that.
My favorite thing about the whole trip in general would probably be the people, and like not only like all the people that came with us on the trip that we got to bond with and have amazing conversations with, but also the people in the community that we got to see and minister to and just be a light to was really great.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. And every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories, they somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows. There's a kind of love there's a kind of love.
You keep a cover over every single secret, so afraid if someone saw them they would leave. But somebody sees you. Somebody will never leave you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows.
There's a kind of love there's a kind of love.
God only knows.
There's a kind of love there's a kind of love for the lonely.
The trip really allowed me to see what had happened in the last 9 months of my life and how it had a much deeper meaning than I thought it did. For the past 9 months of my life, I've never really been more connected to God and never actually knew about it. And I don't think I really got a true appreciation of that until this trip, and it allowed me to see, okay, well, my true mission here is God has been bringing me close to Him, and I didn't even realize it until now, and I think it was kind of like a cherry.
There's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what to say about you. God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows.
There's a kind of love there's a kind of love.
God only knows.
There's a kind of love there's a kind of love. God only knows where to find you. God only knows how to break through. God only knows the real you.
There's a kind of love that God only